After 18 years in the financial industry, I have seen kind of the same 4 financial personalities over and over again. Number 1, there's the avoider. I do these 401k education meetings where people would come and listen related to their own company's 401k, and there would always be somebody in the crowd who'd worked there for like 15 years but never signed up because they felt like investing was scammy or they were worried they're going to lose their money. So there they sat, not only not saving for themselves, but avoiding and losing the free money that their employer was going to be giving to them. The second one was somebody I like to call the worshiper. This was like the guy who was making 200 grand a year but was miserable because his coworker was making $250,000 a year. This person would come in, they kept asking about aggressive investments to try to catch up, but they were never satisfied with portfolio performance, no matter how well it was doing. It was just maddening. This person was always like more, and they just could not take the blinders off to realize like, hey, you're doing actually pretty good. The third one is somebody that we like to call the status seeker. So this is like the business owner who drives the luxury car that maxes out, he's got a huge lease payment on the car, designer everything, fancy trips, but is barely contributing anything, not only to his company's 401k that he has for his employees, but he's not putting in for himself, and he doesn't have any other liquid assets because he says, I can't afford any more, because he's blowing it on everything else that he has. These people were definitely spending their retirement money to look wealthy now. And then lastly, you always had like the vigilant woman with $500,000 in her 401k who packed her lunch and brought it every day to work and had like the same 3 t-shirts. She was terrified to spend a dime, even though she could totally afford to enjoy a little bit of her success. My former colleagues and I were always so perplexed to come across these different personalities, and it's so interesting how different people approach their money. But as a reminder, none of these approaches are really gonna make life all that great. So how about a little moderation across all of them?